everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Did you know that one of the most important numbers we use every day was once banned in Europe for centuries? I'm talking about 0, the number that was feared as the devil's work and seen as a threat to society. It sounds crazy, right? But today, we're diving into the fascinating story of how this seemingly harmless number terrified an entire continent. The story begins in India around the 5th century. Mathematicians there developed a concept called shunya, which translates to nothingness or void. This was the birth of 0. From India, this revolutionary idea traveled through the Arab world, where brilliant mathematicians refined it before it finally made its way to Europe. But when it arrived, it didn't get a warm welcome. In fact, medieval scholars and the powerful Christian clergy were horrified by it. So, what was so scary about 0? Well, it was much more than just a number. It was an idea. The concept of nothingness was deeply unsettling in the Middle Ages. The clergy believed that God was everything, a divine presence that filled all existence. 0, on the other hand, represented the complete opposite, a void, an emptiness. To them, this void was a symbol of chaos, darkness, and sin, a spiritual threat that challenged the very foundations of their faith. They even called it an artificial number, because unlike 1 apple or 2 stones, you can't physically hold 0 of something. It was seen as a purely mental construct, and that made it dangerous. This fear wasn't just philosophical, it had real-world consequences. Major commercial hubs like Florence and Venice actually forbade the use of 0 in accounting and business. If a merchant wanted to record that they had no inventory of a certain item, they had to literally write the word nothing or leave a blank space. As you can imagine, this made calculations incredibly complicated and prone to errors. But there was another, more practical reason for the ban. Officials feared that 0 could be easily used for fraud. A dishonest merchant could simply add a circle to the end of a number, turning 100 into 1,000, and swindle people out of their money. The simple shape of 0 made it a tool for deception. The social pressure was intense. Some clergy warned that students who learned about 0 would be tempted by its nihilistic ideas and metaphorically descend into the void. Any merchant, scholar, or mathematician caught using 0 risked being accused of cheating, facing heavy fines, or even being ostracized from their community. For a time, 0 became the most dangerous number in all of Europe, a forbidden symbol that held a dark and mysterious reputation. So how did this change? The turning point came in 1202 with a man named Leonardo Fibonacci. You might know him from the Fibonacci sequence, but his book, Liber Abaci, did something even more revolutionary. It introduced the Hindu-Arabic numeral system, including 0, to a wider European audience. At first, the old fears persisted, but slowly, merchants and academics began to realize the incredible power of 0. Calculations became faster, more accurate, and more efficient. It opened the door for complex accounting, advanced engineering, and eventually laid the groundwork for modern algebra. The practical benefits were just too great to ignore. Over several hundred years, the utility of 0 overcame the centuries of fear and superstition. The very number that was once condemned as a spiritual threat became the cornerstone of scientific and technological progress. Think about it. Our entire digital world, from the computer you're using to watch this video to the complex algorithms that run our society, is built on a binary system of ones and zeros. It's incredible to think that a concept once feared as the devil is now at the heart of the thought that nothing could end up being so powerful. It just goes to show how ideas can evolve and how what was once feared can become the very foundation of our future. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into history. Let me know in the comments what other strange historical facts you'd like me to cover. See you in the next video.